Let's have everybody tighten behind the mayor about 6 feet.
I don't want to do it without you.
There you go. Dan, you get a little closer in.
I can't do it without you.
I'm sorry. Okay. We're good?
Keeping us rolling. Lee, you want to keep the heat?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, he's on it. He's actually working on it.
Okay, well, I mean, I know we got it too. This is a lot of work that's gotten us to this day. Well, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being with us in our Lakeview community. Always good to be here. Joined by my Deputy CAO of Infrastructure, Mr. Ramsey Green, Daniel Lee with the Department of Public Works, who has been and will be the project and construction manager on what we are unveiling this afternoon. Long time coming. We have been making sure that alleys have been a priority for our administration from the very start. But as we were really focusing in, we understood clearly that there was no allocation to really enhance the alleys like we know they need to be. So what we did was restructure funding allocation utilizing some bond money that had been used for a mighty long time. And also put together a real plan of action, because it's about being better than we were before. And what I mean by that is around the issue of stormwater management, green infrastructure. So while we know we have to show love to our alleys, and we've been doing so by hand, while we identify where we can get the resources to do better. And so while we've done that, here we are this afternoon about to turn some dirt in the ground as it relates to a renewed effort, one that has not been done before when it comes to our alleys, integrating stormwater management practices. So this is a long time coming. I'm so excited just to be here as it relates to it. So to give you a little update, we're calling this our Lakeview Pervious Alleyway Restoration. That's our name for it because, again, being green, meaning retaining water, freeing it up from going into our drains, because we know our areas that are prone to flooding, we're really wanting to double down on efforts to alleviate and mitigate flooding. So what we'll see and what you will see as we move forward is about $624,000 that we've been able to identify from city bonds that will allow us to move forward with this project. Crews will work beginning with the alleyway between the 6300 block of Argonne Boulevard and Marshall Falls Street, Harrison Avenue, Bragg Street, and then we're going to move our way up to the 6200 block of Marshall Falls, as well as General Diaz Street, including French Street and Harrison Avenue. So this is an exciting project, and I'm just so happy about it, but I want to ask the residents for their patience. We expect this will be about a 2-month process, and we're wanting to get it done and then move on to more alleys. To give you a little bit more meat and a little bit more detail about this exciting pilot, I'm going to ask Ramsey to come forward and take it away.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We're doing a lot of these, and it's an exciting time to be in infrastructure in this city. But we also recognize that safety during the COVID-19 pandemic is our #1 priority, and we've seen our contractors, our in-house staff practice social distancing, mask wearing, the safety measures that you would need to see in completing this kind of work in this kind of environment, which is very new for the construction industry in general. As the mayor said, and the mayor is aggressively pushing our infrastructure team to get this work done. We know from anecdotes, from what we hear in our community engagement process, that a huge priority for Lakeview is the alleys, and that's why we're standing out here today. And we have been trying to solve this alley problem in a very thoughtful manner. We could pave things all day long, and that concrete will break because we don't hold water, because of the nature of our unique soil and the way that the only way to keep our city safe from flooding is to hold water throughout this city. We cannot pump our way out of this flooding problem. We cannot back truck our way out of this flooding problem. We have to have our existing assets operate as best as we can get them and as best as they will operate. Concrete panel. So when you're driving, stay off the sponge and stay more on the traditional concrete panel. And it allows us to hold water on site. And as the mayor said, this is a $625,000 pilot. We're going to test it out and we're going to see what we learn. Big thank you to DPW Director Keith LaGrange, who's with his team right now preparing for some upcoming big stuff happening. Daniel Lee, our maintenance chief, and our maintenance contractor represented by Chris behind me from Hard Rock Construction. Infrastructure projects are continuing to move across the city. We have completed already 2 FEMA-funded projects in the Lakeview neighborhood worth approximately $11.9 million, and we have 10 more projects planned for Lakeview alone. Between FEMA-funded and bond-funded projects worth approximately $54 million in Lakeview alone. Currently, between maintenance projects and the Joint Infrastructure Program, which is between the city's DPW and the Sewage and Water Board, we have tight coordination between them for the first time in a very long time. There are 47 projects under construction now throughout the city, valued at nearly $306 million. And in the next 60 days, we'll have approximately $220 million more worth of joint infrastructure projects going out to bid. This all is happening during a COVID pandemic. So thank you to our procurement team who's figured out how do you do procurement via Zoom call, etc. This is not easy to do, to get government to do this kind of aggressive work throughout this city. And we are doing it right here in Lakeview, all the way to the Lower 9, to the New Orleans East, to Holly Grove, to Uptown, etc. And you are seeing that progress. I want to remind folks, when you are driving around and you see people working on the side of the road, they're going to wear PPE, they may be wearing a helmet, slow down. When you see sanitation workers, parkway workers, those folks have not stopped working throughout the many challenges our city government has faced. Slow your roll, look out for folks, and say thank you to them if you're lucky enough to be able to see them outside your window. Practice social distancing, but please thank the operations folks out there making our city better and safer on a daily basis. Thank you so much, Mayor.
Thank you so much. Please, you want to say something? We're ready to roll. All right, thank you.
Move the cameras around this way, so you get an angle of both the dirt and the alleyway in the map. And we're going to have.
Where are they going with the, once they scoop up the dirt, where are they going?
You go right here,
Yeah?
and then they'll be done.
And where are they putting the, where are they dropping the dirt?
We'll drop on the truck, maybe forward. So we're going to use Madam Mayor, Fred, and Daniel. Ramsey keeps this streak alive of not being on camera. Madam Mayor, if you could be in the middle.
Yeah, I really wanted to be driving a street. Oh, yeah, I wasn't on there.
Because you're the right-hand man.